Number 1 is, be accepting of differences. No one is 100% alike. Even identical twins aren't exactly the same. If you have too many expectations of his behavior that are being violated, maybe you should just accept the differences. And if there are too many differences that you can't tolerate, then maybe he's not the person for you. Oh, and don't forget, he should accept your differences too. Number 2 is don't settle. There are way too many people in the world who fear being alone. It's probably because they don't love themselves enough to hold out for what they deserve. Instead, they settle for Mr. Good Enough for now. And then they find themselves miserable in a short amount of time. Hold out for Mr. Right, because you will never find Mr. Perfect, but you shouldn't settle either. Number 3 is, don't try to change him. Women are notorious for trying to change their man. They think things like, if I can get him to lose 30 pounds, then he'll be more attractive. Or, if I can just get him to stop playing video games, I'll be happy. Or once we get married, he'll change for the better. Take this important piece of advice. If you don't like how his is right now, without any changes, then you shouldn't be with him. Period. Because you can't really change him anyway. It just won't work. Number 4 is teach him how to treat you. The behavior you allow from another person is the behavior that will persist. So for instance, if early in the relationship he starts yelling at you when he's angry, you need to correct him by gently saying, I don't appreciate you yelling at me. I deserve to be spoken to with respect. So until you do that, I won't engage in this conversation. If you don't, it'll only get worse. Number 5 is, become the person you want to attract. If you don't love and respect yourself, then you'll attract someone else who won't love and respect you either. It all starts with self-love. You can't metaphorically beat up on yourself and expect others to treat you like a queen. Trust me, people pick up on this stuff. Once you love and respect yourself, then you will get the kind of relationship that you want. Number 6 is, don't be afraid to be alone if necessary. There's nothing wrong with being alone. In fact, it can be quite liberating. You don't have to compromise with anyone. You can do whatever you want to do when you want to do it. There is no one to answer to. You can get to know yourself better and work on being a better person. So, if you're not happy in a relationship, then try being alone for a while. It might be a lot better. Number 7 is, show appreciation. Everyone wants to be appreciated by their partner, so what makes you think your man is any different? Even if he does little things like put dishes in the dishwasher, thank him for it. Thank him for everything and anything he does for you, and then it'll be more likely that he'll want to keep doing that in the future to keep you happy. And don't forget that he should appreciate you too. Number 8 is never tolerate any kind of abuse. Abuse isn't just about having him hit you or beat you up. Abuse comes in all forms, mental and emotional too. While physical injuries can heal, the mental and emotional wounds are much more difficult to heal. So, don't tolerate it if he tries to belittle you, degrade you, or gaslight you. That's a total deal breaker. Number 9 is, don't be jealous or possessive. It's understandable that we don't want to share our man. However, there is a fine line between wanting to keep him for yourself and being overly jealous and possessive. These qualities are smothering and usually pushes men away. Instead, try to be more secure with yourself so you don't worry about losing him. And even if you do, you need to know that you'll be okay anyway. Number 10 is, don't be bitchy. It's easy to be bitchy and moody, but does anyone really want to be around a person like that? I know I don't. Constantly spewing negativity at your man will make him want to avoid you. Be kind and loving. Stop the bitchiness and ramp up the respect instead. Now you have it. Everything you need to know to have a quality relationship. The list might seem daunting, but it's really not. It just takes practice. However, you will need to constantly keep these in mind. But once you do, you'll find yourself living happily ever after.